Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. It's actually the afternoon. I'm not sure why I said good morning. Jack's looking at me like, what? What? It's not morning.
I was trying to see what time it was. You don't even want to know what time it is.
Yeah, it's late.
Because when you said good morning, I was like, there ain't no way it's so morning.
It's like 2 or 3, right?
3 o'clock on the dot.
3 o'clock on the dot. Anyway, we thought we would get out today. It's been really hot, and we try to keep Princess cool, but we decided we would see if we could get in one of the Disney resorts just to walk around, because then we could keep her cool inside for a little bit and then we could just walk the property. And we are parked here at Coronado Springs.
Erica's been wanting to do this one forever.
Yes, for ages. I just think I just wanted to see the little boardwalk that goes to the bar in the middle, like the Three Bridges bar. So anyway, they let us park today, because we just told them we wanted to walk around and see the resort, and I guess they're not busy, so they let us park. Yay!
So let's head in.
Yep, we're going in now.
Huge port Corsair.
I'm so excited! Smells like a hotel.
Smells like a hotel, looks like a hotel.
Must be a hotel. Cool. It is so pretty in here. We've never been in here, so this is so cool. I love the lights on the wall. So cool and pretty. Tons of seating, it looks like. Jack's checking out the bathrooms because he's got to go pee, and then we'll head downstairs and outside. But yeah, it's really pretty in here.
What do you think so far?
I love it. I love all the lights and the cutouts and everything. I was like, this is perfect what we needed to decide how we're gonna build our headboard.
Oh, Erica's got her headboard design. Now I just gotta buy a CNC. Is this what you want? Is like that up there?
I like the one upstairs.
Alright, so then we'll just have to go take a photo of the one upstairs. So then I can build it for you.
I wouldn't make our lives that difficult, but they are pretty, because that's what I was talking about, like a headboard.
But if you go onto YouTube and you find the people that can do it hand with their own router, it's crazy.
I don't trust you doing that yet.
But this view.
But even this chair, that would be so pretty as a headboard with all the different flowers. I know it's early. But
That chair?
yeah.
Yeah. But look, a daffodil to make you look. It's a hidden Mickey. I didn't even see it until I looked in the camera. It shows up really good on the camera right there. But yeah, she wants that chair, right straight ahead.
Well, it would be pretty as a headboard, but it'd be girly. I don't know if you would find it too girly.
Whatever you want. Well, look at this. This is what she really wants: is this live edge table.
No,
Do you know
I did at one point. I know when we first met and we talked about our first dining room table, I really wanted a live edge, but I think I've outgrown that.
Do you know how much that would weigh? I'd weigh.
Too much.
Yeah. And this used to be scrap wood. They used to throw this stuff away. And now it's worth thousands of dollars because people have turned it into what it is today.
Back outside we go.
To the right?
Oh, I'm so happy we got to park here today. Let's go left. Checkers and chess. Tons of seating. There's the Three Bridges bar across the way. We're making our way to the dig site to see if we can get baby girl out and let her play at the playground. We'll see if it's open.
If not, there's like other spots that have like turf that you can play at too.
We could have done it when we first got out, but I want to see if we can get into the playground.
She's content right now.
We have made it to the playground, and it's gonna be so fun. We're gonna go get her shoes on. It's called the Explorers Playground. We went back to the lobby to cool off, and now that we're all cooled off, we're just walking around again. So this is the conference center side, and I think it takes you to food, Jack said. So we're headed this way, staying inside, just to stay cool. The pool's over there. We had a great time at the playground.
There's a whole bunch of like private events going on today, so you can't really see them.
Yeah, Three Bridges was closed for a private event, so you can't even eat there or get a drink today. The bar in the main lobby was open, but we're curious to see what's over here.
I see a gift shop.
Uh-oh. I'm excited to shop. I love it here so far.
So big there.
So pretty. So... I don't know. Jack thinks, if you can't hear him because I know the music is loud, he thinks this feels like the original lobby before they did the other lobby. But we don't really know. We'd have to Google. You got Panchitos and then convention center and restaurants. If you continue to the right, we're going to check out the gift shop. So pretty in here though. We have lounge flies. We have hats.
They got Lacoste, but not Disney.
Clothes on clothes. More hats. Disney ears. More shirts. Buy two, get them for $25 each. Got a sun hat. Fun in the sun. They have a happy birthday Mickey. I almost said Disney. Happy birthday Mickey. So cute. Different toys. Mermaid figurines. This shirt is super cute. I like that one.
Doesn't show Erica as Daisy and Minnie. Here's some Coronado Springs specific merchandise. They have like a Mickey t-shirt. It's a women's t-shirt and it is $40. Then they just have a normal t-shirt, just a blue cotton t-shirt, and it is $35. Then they just have like a Disney Coronado Springs hat, and that's $30 for that bad boy. Then they have a towel here, like a beach towel. And then they have a throw blanket with Coronado Springs. Super soft for that blanket. Disney Parks. Doesn't have a price on it. But then they had a quarter zip. I don't think you need this in Florida heat. And that is $55 for that Coronado Springs. Super soft. And then making my way around. Got a highball glass so I can put my bourbon in it. And that's $15. Then they also have just a polo that says Coronado Springs on it, and that is $50. Then just another green t-shirt that says Via del Logo, and that doesn't have any price on it. Let's see if there's another one. No price on those ones. And then making my way around, then they have a blue quarter zip as well that says Coronado Springs, and that's $55 as well, just like the white one was. I also forgot to mention that they have like a wine chalice. I wouldn't even say a wine glass because it's massive. That says Via del Loga as well, and that's $15 right next to the highball glasses. Erica found what she loves in every Disney shop, which is ornaments.
I wouldn't buy that one, but it's cool.
It's like stained glass tile is the way I would say it is. And this is $20 for that ornament. And then they have a Saratoga Springs pin, and that's silver. So I got to figure out what silver stands for. And then they also have like a Turbis tumbler. They're really like lean into the kind of flower inlay type of design that says Coronado Springs, and that's $35. Also have a magnet, and that's teal. So I got to go find a sign, whatever teal stands for. But that's got Coronado Springs, and it's got the Grand Destino Tower on that magnet. Last but not least, they have a coffee mug, and that is $17. Then they have kind of like a, almost like a purse, but it's like a cooler purse, and that's, oh yeah, it's by Lug, and that's $125. And then they also have kind of cup holders or cup coasters here, and those are $28, and they're like tile. And they also have a Pandora bracelet charm that's Coronado Springs specific. So we made it out of the gift shop, and now we're outside of Rick's Sports Bar. So this is just a sit-down sports bar, kind of like an Applebee's or like a Chili's here. And then to the right is the quick service Mercado, I guess. But yeah, so there's the quick service there, and then that's right next to the convention center over here. And we made it into the convention center.
I was telling Jack while the camera was off, I love this hotel because there's also so much seating. Like usually when you explore a Disney resort, like no, there's like not a lot of seating.
I'll tell you
one.
one.
Want to come in and cool off with a baby? It's just like there's usually nowhere to sit.
I'll tell you one thing. If you need a convention center, this is the convention center.
Yeah, this is cool.
This place is massive. They
I
even
wonder
have
how many conventions they actually do a year.
Express Business Center. So how express can it be?
I bet you it's got like the most premium Wi-Fi. That's why it's express.
You know why
Because
it's...
the Wi-Fi download speed is so fast.
Do you know how big this place is? They even have a north registration.
They
So is
have
that...
north and south, I bet. Or maybe they have north, south, east, and west.
But look, they even have like a photo op over here.
It's cool that like it's actually open, that you can come all the way over there. Because once again, more seating.
Cooking Up Magic by Pampered Chef. So Pampered Chef must be here.
Oh, you know what? I saw a car when we pulled in and parked. I said we almost parked next to the Pampered
Look.
Chef car.
The tomatoes are hidden
That's
Mickeys.
cute.
You see that?
Oh, so it is. So Pampered Chef is here right now. Or was here, you know. Finishing their trip.
Just a spoonful full of sugar helps the medicine go down. Yeah. That's cool. I still think the tomatoes is the best that are hidden Mickeys. What level are you? Bronze? Silver? Gold? Platinum? Oh, look at that. Yeah. It's actually like the entrance too. That's really cool. I'm telling you, they spared no expense. There you are. I'd have to say, if you have a convention here, this is one of the coolest photo ops that you could possibly have, because this is what you drive under to get into the Walt Disney World. But this is cool. Wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, that's why I wanted a baby girl's picture with
Yeah,
it.
we got baby girl's photo. She's right there, hanging out.
Yeah, pretty princess.
Also, if you're wondering, they have a central registration spot.
We were wrong. So it's south, central, and what? Maybe
No,
north?
that was, well, they're south. The north one was what we already saw.
Yeah.
This is the central. We're just wandering.
Well, it also feels good in here.
This carpet is like, the camera's not going to do it justice, but it's like pristine and pretty.
It's very like Aladdin-y, I feel like.
Yeah. There's so many ballrooms, I can't even keep track of them all.
I know, I wonder how big some of them are and how small some of them are.
Yeah, like look. They call them salons.
Yucatan.
There's a really good Mexican restaurant that I've heard of that's called the Yucatan.
In Coshocton, Ohio.
But yeah, the corridor is so long. It's probably like 100 yards, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
It's like a football field down that way. Erica wanted me to point out hidden Mickeys in the chandelier. Even in that one.
Those are the kind of hidden Mickeys I like, where it's like classy and like you're like, oh wow, like I didn't even realize that was a Mickey up in the chandelier because it just kind of looks like a design.
Yeah. It's not like in your face.
Yeah, or like so obscure that I'm like, that's not a hidden Mickey.
Yeah. Like where you have to like use your out of the box imagination.
Yeah. I also told Jack I really like the doors. Like they're so like pretty.
They're also massive doors.
Yeah. But it makes the convention center so fun.
Let's see. I'm about 6 foot. And it's still not going to do justice on how tall these doors are. What are they, about 10 foot, I'd say? Maybe 9 foot. 9 foot doors. But we're totally wrong about the registration desk because now we got a Vera Cruz registration desk. But that's the end of this hallway. We're going to turn ourselves back around and head all the way back that way. The one cool part about the Coronado Springs is that they have these like information screens and it'll flip. So like they show the restaurants, but then they also show like the activities that are going on at the resort. They also show like early theme park entry. But yeah, today is 87. Enchanting extras. Personalize your Disney World vacation with enchanting extras. Then the park hours. Tomorrow, no featured events here at the, or today there's no featured events. Tomorrow, Charter School Association here from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then this is what I was talking about, all the different dining options that are here. And it kind of scrolls through like the 3 bridges that we walked by, Maya Grill, excuse me. The Rick's Sports Bar, which we already walked by. Mercado, which I mentioned before, which is like their quick service. And then they show the lounges. But yeah, this resort is absolutely ginormous. And with that, back we go. Last thing I'll mention about the convention center, I promise, is that they have all these like cool artworks and like vases hanging up here. And like I was mentioning, the artwork over here, some more artwork over here. And then Erica's walking that way, but they have like all these like, what do you call these, like tapestries, like blankets, like weavings? Tapestries? Yeah, they have all these different, like, this is artwork here, but this is like a woven, weaving blanket type of design. But they have these all hanging up throughout the convention center. So it makes you really immersed here. Some more artwork there. And like, here's another artwork. And then another woven piece of artwork. And sorry, the glare is not going to be the best, but yeah, this is all woven. So I thought that was really cool and really immersive for the convention center.
So we just came out of the convention center area, but I'll show you because there's like some of the rooms back here, and there's like a little fountain. And then off to the right, there's even like what looks like a courtyard. We're not going to walk over to it, but I'll try to shoot it and explain where it's at. But straight across, looks like a little courtyard in there. And then these are basically just hotel rooms and a beautiful fountain. I don't know. This resort has totally sold me. I just feel like it's so massive and pretty, and this is the vibe I've always wanted at like the Polynesian or the Grand Floridian that I've never got, because I've heard like other vloggers talk it up, or just other people really like those resorts, and I feel like they've always like slightly disappointed me because I would have my hopes so high that the aesthetics would be like so beautiful and everything, and I never got that. But here I definitely get that, like, I don't know, this seclusion. Yeah, it's seclusion. It might not be perfect for your Disney vacation if you want to be on top of the parks, but if you just want like a relaxing vacation, oh my gosh, like
it's just like a low, like a change of pace. Like, look at this, like just flowers.
Yeah, I don't know, it's just so pretty. We are having a great Sunday afternoon out and about, though.
And it's not.
I don't know.
It's hot, but it's not.
Yeah,
like,
it's hot.
miserable.
But there's also like a running or walking trail on property. So if you do come in the fall, like how nice would that be to walk along this? I'm sure this is part of the trail. But like I said, there's just sprawling seats everywhere. So it's like so nice that you could come out with like coffee and sit here on the water.
There's also Disney transportation, so like you still get a bus to the parks,
Yeah.
but they're just not like as quick as you could drive. So if you had a car, you're literally like there's a swan and dolphin. Our
Yeah.
camera's not going to be able to zoom in close enough,
But that way is the Swanadolph. So you're
it's
really
literally
close to
6
Epcot.
minutes on the other side of like the boardwalk
Yeah.
to get here. And
I was
then-
just saying, like, as
Yeah.
far as if you wanted to be on a monorail resort
Right.
or a gondola resort or even the boat resorts, like, this one isn't it. But this one, to me, is, like, one of the best ones we've been to.
Yeah, it's just a nice change of pace and just slow, and people are friendly here. And you only run into people here and there. It's not like you're, like, on top of people like we've seen before.
Yeah.
I thought that was called the Three Bridges, not Via de Larga.
I don't know. The map called it the Three Bridges.
Well, it's both.
Yeah. We have come up to the health club salon and the bus stop and pool and laundry and obviously more rooms. And then there's another pool over here.
Everywhere you look is just so pretty.
I know. This one just feels like you're secluded. You're surrounded by beautiful trees and plants and flowers.
Is this the best Disney resort?
I think so far that we've been to. This is now my favorite one. Now, granted, we have not stayed at any resorts, but just exploring them on foot.
Walking.
This is the one I would want to stay at if we did our first vacation so far. There is, I know you can only see my reflection, but there is a gym
Kettlebells.
outside the pool.
Leg press.
Yeah, basically everything you need for a hotel gym.
Yep.
Fitness center, 24-hour access.
We even got water.
Yep. Just everywhere you look, there's beautiful plants or fountains or the lake.
The
It's
architecture
just like,
is just
yes, it's
unbelievable.
so pretty.
It's like the Riviera mixed with the Caribbean beach, but like on steroids.
Just reminds me of Arizona a lot, and that's probably why I also like it, because the resorts there are just like beautiful. But yeah, I love how like this is just outside of your room. If you're staying in one of these rooms, you have a beautiful water feature. How nice is that?
Have to ask for Casita 3 or Casita 2.
Yeah. I mean, if you're overlooking the lake too, it would be pretty, but I just think that is so nice. Like the little extra touches this resort has compared to like ones that we've been to
For the
that are more
price.
expensive.
So we looked it up, and for Father's Day weekend, you could stay here with a Florida resident discount for $225. That's not in the tower, but you could stay in the tower for $270
Yeah, crazy in my
per night,
mind.
per night.
And we found another fountain. So pretty. You walk through like a tunnel of trees, and there's a pineapple fountain.
One other thing that I wanted to mention is that there's different designs to the like hotel rooms. Like this one's got like a different design on the outside, and then you had the Grand Destino Tower over there, and then you had another design where we just came from. So they have multiple. So that's like the casitas that we mentioned, and then Gran Destino Tower there, and then back over here. These are called like the rancheros. So these are the ones that are rancheros. So they have like 3 different types within the resort. There is absolutely nobody on the trail right now. We took a stop. Erica's getting some water for the baby, and there's literally nobody on the trail. I know it's 5:30, so it could be dinner time for other people, or they're just at the parks eating dinner. But this is just unbelievable how there's like absolutely nobody out here, and you can just stop and have a peaceful like rest together. And then like you look over there, and people are cutting through where the Three Bridges restaurant's at. So that's another option for you. But we're just taking the walking path around, and just absolutely gorgeous.
Here's a quick glance at one of the maps. These are located all over property. And we are here.
When you thought it couldn't get any better here at Coronado Springs, you see a bunny just hanging out. Look how cute. So cute. I also wanted to clarify, there's actually 4 different types of like locations here at Coronado Springs. So you got the Gran Destino Tower, you got the casitas over there, you had the rancheros, which were back over there, the pool's right behind here, and then over here behind Erica as she's cooling off in the shade are the cabanas. So these ones are all, no, these are the cabanas, and then the rancheros. But
they were called casitas.
The casitas are over there. There's 4 different types. And then these are your honeysuckles, if anybody knows those from Ohio or the Midwest. Those are called honeysuckles. And then you have your cabanas over here. So we're going to take this around and then end up back at the Gran Destino Tower. So that's the plan. And just so I can put this down in my bingo card that I'm right, see the rancheros and the casitas are back to the left, and these are the cabanas pointing this way. Erica's trying to cool off. She's so hot. We just love this resort.
So dramatic, and it's not even that hot anymore. But
Yeah. We just love this resort so much that we just couldn't stop, so we just kept going around and around and around and around and around. Baby girl's starting to get hungry, so we're going to make our way back to the Gran Destino Tower and probably head out. And this is why you would book over here at the cabanas. They got the sand, the chairs, the umbrellas.
Hammocks down further.
Oh, there's hammocks even further down with a perfect view right there. Look at that perfect view. I got the perfect view. Now this is the view that I was talking about.
Oh my gosh, those are cushioned hammocks. Those are cushioned hammocks.
Erica wanted me to mention these are cushioned hammocks.
That's not the hammocks at the other resort. The other resorts are just the rope. Look at that cushion.
Big, thick cushion. All right, which one do you like the best? Have you made up your mind? Which, like, cabanas? We didn't really explore the rancheros.
If I was coming here to lay out, the cabanas are nice. The rancheros, going into them looked really pretty. I know we didn't walk back in there, but they were decorated with like rocks and stuff, so that was really pretty.
There's also another pool over here. So they have 3 pools that we saw. So there's most likely a pool back in the ranchero spot. Well, what were you saying?
If I was coming here to lay out, I would want to be at the cabanas because I think it would be nice to lay out in the sand. Then when you're hot, the pool's right there. But I don't think the outside of the cabanas are like the prettiest. I like the ones right across that had all of the fountains. Those would be where I would want to stay. Probably.
Erica wants to stay in the cabanas. Or no, the casitas.
Yeah, I like the outside of the casitas and I like all the fountains and everything. But the rancheros could potentially be second because it looked really pretty like walking into it. We just decided not to do it.
The only downside.
If I was just here to lay out, I would do the cabanas.
The only downside is that if you did stay at the rancheros, you're furthest away from the food because the food's like over there.
Yeah.
If you want the closest to food, you got to be in the Gran Destino Tower or the Casitas. So just something to keep in mind if you stay here. And then for the cabanas, you're kind of equal distance away from food. So, but now it's starting to get super windy, and we made it back to the Gran Destino Tower, and we're going to head in, cool off, and see where else we go. And we're back on the elevator.
Another pretty mirror. Just look at that view. So pretty. So this is where you would pull up.
The port for sure.
Yep. So pretty. Thanks for joining us on this beautiful Sunday as we explored Coronado Springs for the first time, and I definitely think it is my new favorite resort. It is so beautiful to walk. Oh my gosh, I just can't get over the views. I would love to stay here at some point and do like a staycation and be able to show you guys the rooms. So maybe we'll be able to do that in the future. Like and subscribe, and thank you for joining us again. Comment down below if you've ever stayed here or if you want to stay here or what your thoughts are, because this one, I don't know, there's just something special about this one, and it's like so secluded and so beautiful. Anyway, have a good evening, and we'll see you around like a donut.